Okay, today is March 6th. It's 9:06 a.m. This is room 3. We are hearing appeal 646. Property address is 1027 Fairfield Beach Road. Owner is Ganem Legal. What's going on with my face? Oh, this I don't have.
The owner is Fairfield Shores LLC.
Owner is Fairfield Shore LLC. Also, they have. I'll give you the contact. What I don't have here, what I'll have to get from you is value and ask amount. So just give me ask amount. I can find value. Like, what are you appealing for? What would you write?
1.48.
Okay. And what do they have you at?
They have me at 2.114.
Okay, so let's just read it on. What do we say? Owner is Fairfield Shore LLC. Town value 2114. Ask amount 148. Okay.
I'm asking for 1.48.
I can't believe you think you're going to get it.
That was mean.
Okay. You do the same because we don't have to do this because, well, I'm going to try to do it.
You don't have to.
No. Find it. Okay.
So my issue on this, if I might, is,
Yeah.
is this one's twofold. The improvements on this, they have it 550.
Okay.
And then on the land.
I'm going to have to keep this. I have nothing for you. So I'm going to have to take this.
Okay.
Unless you think they have it somewhere else.
Can I make a copy?
Yeah. They may have it somewhere else.
They do have it.
Okay. So then I'll just ask them. Okay.
He said the 9th at like 5 o'clock.
Okay. So I'll ask them just to, but I don't, just so you know, I don't have anything in front of me, so you're going to have to go
Okay.
with what you got.
Do you want me to give you a piece of paper?
No, I mean, you talk and I'll write.
Okay. On the building itself, I think the square footage of the building is off because the third floor is really only finished storage.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that they have their square footage off. The land value, they have it 1.547, which you turn around and look at the. Well, let me stay with the building. I'm so sorry. I'm all over the place this morning. Building's 20 plus years old, right? So many of the functional units in it are past their useful life. Both the windows, the roof is a basic flat roof that's been leaking and causing some issues, which needs to be replaced. The siding is likewise running at its life. If anybody want to look at it, they could.
Mm-hmm.
They graded it, I guess, at a C+. I guess I passed. My mother wouldn't like that. With respect to the land value, I just think they're off. We went through this yesterday with a couple of the other ones where they got ones on the road with no beach access, but they got this at 1.5, which I just think they're a little heavy on.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll send you some supplemental comps.
Yes.
Okay, to the assessor's office. I'll put the appeal number on it. I'll do it before I go away next week.
Okay.
I hope. I will.
You better.
Done.
Okay, and then everything will get put, and I'll make a note that they need to put your stuff with this. Okay, easy enough. Thank you so much. Good luck. Enjoy whatever's happening. There you go. Okay, it is 9:20. This is Appeal 272. Property address is 233 Harbor Road. Owner is Barbara Pryor. Something if I say that. Town value 2950152. Ask amount 2025 even. Okay, so let me swear you in.
Okay. We're looking for. Do you need the chief file and affidavit for me to speak on her behalf? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. So, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. You do it. put this one. And that goes there. This one here. And I'm sorry, I need that pen back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, let me do this. This starts at 9:20, initial here. Okay. Ready when you are.
Okay, this is an appraisal for you guys. Okay, so I appraised the subject property known as 233 Harbor Road. I did a full interior inspection on February 9th of 2026. The subject was built in 1882. It is a two-bedroom, 1,819 square foot house, no basement, one-car garage on 0.14 acres, and it is direct harbor front.
Okay.
So I chose 3 recent comparables, and I provided 2 additional comps that are older
Okay.
on the street right next to the subject. So let me just go through the first 3. 10 Harbor Road, sold in March of 2025 for $2,650,000. It is located on 0.39 acres, which I adjusted 2% for the difference in lot size. It is also a harborfront home. It's a 4-bedroom home, and I adjusted it at $50,000 a bedroom for the difference. And it was also remodeled, and I therefore adjusted it 10% for superior condition. It has an adjusted value of $2,103,900. The second comp that I chose was 69 River Street, which is also located within the subject neighborhood. It sold for $1,835,000 on September 16th of 25. It's located very close to Route 1 and the commercial properties where River Street comes into. I think that's a realtor's office or an office building right there. So I adjusted it 10% for inferior location. It is not a waterfront home, so I adjusted it again 10% for inferior view. It was completely remodeled. I adjusted it 10% for superior condition. It's a 2-bedroom home similar to the subject. It was similar in size, and it has an adjusted value of $1,997,800. And then to get a third comp that was waterfront, I went to Fairfield Beach Road. Not necessarily ideal, but it's waterfront. It's sold for $1,880,000 on March 18th of 25. Similar condition, similar lot size, has water views. Obviously, it's on the sound side of Fairfield Beach Road. It is a 2-bedroom home similar to the subject, which is another reason I chose it. It has an adjusted value of $1,899,800. And then I provided 2 additional comps that are older, dated sales, and I provided a time adjustment for those as well to bring them to current market conditions. So my 4th comp was 163 Harbor Road, sold for $2 million even on June 13th of 23. I adjusted it $206,137 for time adjustment. I adjusted it 2% for larger lot size. It was a 4-bedroom home, and I adjusted it $50,000 a bedroom. It was larger than the subject. It was also direct harbor front. It has an adjusted value of $1,981,237. And the 5th comp I chose is directly next door to the subject, sold for $2 million even. On November 30th of '22, I adjusted $270,247 for a time adjustment. Similar condition. It's a 4-bedroom home, so therefore adjusted it $100,000 or $50,000 a bedroom. Significantly larger than the subject, and it has an adjusted value of $2,048,447. And to determine the subject's value, I gave the most weight to comps 1, 2, and 3 because they're the most recent, and comps. Let's see, let me just go back here. And comps 2 and 3 are also 2-bedroom homes, and 1 and 3 also have water views. And I came in at $2,025,000. Or I have $2 million even.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Splitting hairs at this
Right.
point.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Any questions?
No. I love this. No.
Somebody does.
How inundated are you with this? I mean, you must see plans.
It came in spurts because, like, in the beginning, I got a bunch of phone calls for, the informal, and I tried to give some guidance.
How did that go?
I don't think well.
Okay. I don't know.
I've heard of one.
Success?
Yeah, where the town had it at a higher number, and the house had actually been on the market for a while at a significantly lower number.
Redo this. Correct me if anything's wrong here. It is 9:40. This is Appeal 273, property address 328 Barbary Road. Owner Brian Kane, town value $1,408,600, ask amount $1,025. Okay, let's do this and this. I did this wrong. They asked me, like, are you writing Catherine or Katie? I'm like, it's Katie, but I wrote Catherine. Okay. Do you solemnly swear the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay.
I get my own weapon. Go.
And we're just going to sign the rest of them. We're not going to have to do that every time.
Okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
so that's done. That's done. Okay,
I'm on.
Go.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Greg Lane. I'm a certified real estate appraiser. Last name is spelled Lane. Business address, P.O. Box 578, Southport, Connecticut. The subject property is a single-family dwelling located in the Southport section of town. Let's see here. I'll go through the characteristics of the property, and here's a location map just showing where my subject is and the comps thing, so you can be a little bit more in tune as to just where it is down in Southport. So the subject property, as I said, is a single-family dwelling. The land size they have as a little over an acre. I have a GIS map here showing with the terrain of the property, which even though it's 1 acre, the utility of the property is certainly, you can't utilize the whole acre. It's not a flat lot.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't my main concern. My main concern, if you look at the map also, is these buildings here, which used to be a private school.
I know exactly where this is.
Now it's vacant. So it's
It
vacant.
used to be like for wayward teens or
Something like
drugs
that.
or something. Okay.
So now it's vacant, and that's okay. But when it's in session, that road there is hugely busy, and you got teachers and buses and students, and it's crazy there. So now it's empty. So he's staring, and I have photographs in there also probably showing the building, which is right next to his house. There's graffiti on the buildings. Nothing's really being utilized now, so it's just like vacant property. But I just feel they have his land value at over $1 million, and it just doesn't make sense for a property that's not flat. There's ledge. It slopes significantly. So I'm handing over these GIS maps with help with the contour of the land. I did get 3 similar comparable sales. Obviously, they're all single family. And what I did also, which is important, and I don't believe most people do, as I do work for the lenders, I do work for the court system, when you're doing a single family sale or any kind of a sale, the marketplace has been increasing. So what you need to do is to do a positive time adjustment. If you look at my first sale, it's 70 Juniper Road, and I used a positive time adjustment of almost $60,000
Okay.
for the date of sale. So it's sold on, see, that's the subject. So this
24.
one sold there, and I added,
Okay, yep.
I used a positive time adjustment of 6% a year, which is 5% a month, which I feel is fair based upon the marketplace going up in value. If you start utilizing 10% figures, 12% figures, the escalation rate is too rapid. So the 6% is fair, and that's been justified. And I just found other sales. The first sale, Juniper Road, is 0.07 miles away. So it's like right around the corner. And that's probably the best sale. Another one is on Mill Hill Terrace. It's a little smaller site size. But again, those are 2 good sales right around the corner. One sold for $980, one for $880. And after my adjustments, I mean, I'm coming in with a final value of $1,025,000, and I feel that's fair. It isn't too low, it's not too high. I could have definitely come in lower if I wanted to. I feel that's a fair market value. And you know, if you want to go over the sales I used or my adjustments, I'm more than happy to talk about it later on in time. But I think the comps that I chose kind of speak for themselves, and the property itself. If it was a flat 1 acre somewhere, maybe it's worth over 7 figures, but the property site itself does not indicate that it's worth that much money.
Okay.
I hope I didn't go too fast.
Nope.
And
okay.
There's some more maps also next to the location map, which gives the reader, you know, just where this property is.
What's the size lot on this again?
Almost an acre. I think it's
Under an acre.
a little over an acre. I think it's 1.08.
Okay.
And then the other maps, like that's the subject. You can't really tell, but like that's the school's there, and the driveway's right there.
Okay.
So, I mean, we would call that incurable external obsolescence.
These are just sitting vacant now?
Yes. Yeah.
There's teens in there?
Yeah.
Breaking windows?
Yeah, exactly. The nerve of them. Nothing else to do. We got to find them something to do. So I don't think it's a drastic reduction. I think it's a fair amount because the lot's not worth $1 million. And that's what they have the site size worth. And that's basically where my beef is.
Okay.
Land. So you can have these 2 appraisals.
I only need 2 of them.
Yep, you got 2. Well, when you go to the board, you can hand them out to the people. And it'll be easier.
I think they scan them all in. I thought that was the.
Do they?
I thought.
Okay. Well.
We'll take them.
You're gonna have to. I've been given 2 out, and
nobody's giving you
so,
pushback?
here, take these also.
Okay, hang on. Let me do this.
This is the.
Okay. It is 9:49. This is Appeal 274, property address 469 South Benson Road, owner the Reale Family Limited Partnership, town value 1,395,397, ask amount $1 million even. And we're just going to do this. Okay.
Okay, good morning. Greg Lane again for the appellant, huh? I guess I'm not really the plaintiff for the appellant. Greg Lane, L-A-N-E's last name, business address, P.O. Box 578, Southport, Connecticut, 06890. I'm a state certified general real estate appraiser. Subject property, 469 South Benson Road. I actually used to live there, so I know the property well.
No kidding.
I did. Yes, Matt Reale is the owner, but it's pretty simple. This property, the house sold right around the corner for $1 million, and it's got a much larger site size, but they knocked the house down, so it was a land sale
Okay.
right there. So I used that. I think comps 1 and 2 were the best ones. I had them kind of sticky it off here, but it's a single family dwelling, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. I think it's about 2,000 square feet. Site size, I believe it's like 0.15. So the comps that I use, the best one is the other sale that's on South Benson Road, and that is in, so this is the subject property, front, rear, street. And then the comps are here, and you could see the best one is South Benson, the first one, 431. Again, I used positive time adjustment. I added $50,000 to that sale just for the time value. The house obviously was in not that great a shape. It was larger square footage wise, but it was a much older house. They wound up knocking it down. If we're going to get picky about it here, 431 South Benson was purchased for $1 million. They demolished the dwelling, so that would be a land sale. So I took the liberty of dividing the purchase price less the cost to demolish and divided that by the land size, and I came up with a value of $64.61 per square foot for the land value. Now, I haven't implemented that figure for the land for my subject, but if you do that by the square footage, they have the land value of my subject as the land value would be $418,673 at the 0.15 acreage. So the town has the land value for my subject at 2.5 times that. They have it at $1,024,997. For the sake of simplicity at this point in time, we're not going to utilize the cost per square foot.
Which comp was that?
First one.
The 431 Southampton.
Yes. So, and if you go by, there's a brand new house there, much larger lot. So basically, that's sold because it had a larger lot. My subject has a newer dwelling, so it's kind of a wash. But utilizing the sales in the area, I'm finding the market value to be $1 million. Primarily utilizing sales 1 and 2 because those are the best ones. The third one would have brought the value down even more, but I feel sales 1 and 2 are the best indicator of value.
Yeah.
And I feel that the $1 million is more than fair with the one that sold 2 houses away. And obviously, most of the value is in the land anyway. You can see by the field cards, they have the land value at the million and change anyway. So
wait, so I have the town had the value at 2.5. But that can't be right.
No, the town value total.
You said I'm just talking the land. You said,
Yeah.
So we're doing this as a comp on the land sale,
Yes.
if you will.
Yes.
And you're just doing the breakdown. You're saying that the dollar per square foot, the town has that at 2.5.
I must not have explained it. I mean, let's just keep it simple.
Okay. I'm
Let's
going to get rid of my 2.5.
Yeah.
I'll just say
just using comps 1 and 2, we're not going to use the whole breakdown with the land now. Let's just keep it simple. All right, and just use comps 1 and 2 and with the value of $1 million. And if it's not granted, then we can go back later on in time and try and have a discussion about the actual land value.
Mm-hmm.
But that's down the road. I think for now, with the sales that I have,
Mm-hmm.
let's just keep it simple. And I think, I mean, $1 million, almost $1.4 million for this property, just doesn't make sense because,
Okay.
yeah, the land value is excessive.
Okay.
And I think that with the sales utilized, it's well I mean, it just tells you right there what the property's worth. And again, I don't make the sales, I just react to the marketplace and find the best sales available. I couldn't not use that sale,
Sure.
and that's the best indicator of value, if you ask me. The houses weren't in as good a shape.
But you made adjustments.
Yes. And I don't utilize the former market value, and I don't really utilize the new market value all that much, I have to tell you.
Okay.
The way I look at these, it's like I get an order from a lender, I get an order from the court system. They want to know what this property's worth. And that's pretty much how I approach it.
Okay.
You know, I don't have a low benchmark, I don't have a high benchmark. They ask me to find the value of the property. So, you know, without having any other parameters, I find the most similar sales, there's my number. So.
Okay.
Okay. And you can have this one too?
Perfect.
You got those two?
Let me do this.
Ready?
Okay, so just for you, I'll do this. I mean, Greg's old hat at this, but I'll let you know. So I am one of 9 members of the Board of Assessment Appeals.
Okay.
What happens is we have about 1,000 appeals this session, this reval year. Each of us is going to take as many as we can get through. We then maybe, let's say about a week and a half, 2 weeks, get together as a unit and deliberate on all of the appeals, and we make a decision. The office downstairs is notified immediately, and then they notify you, what is it, like 5-7 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever, all information will be included, not how we reached the decision, but all steps moving forward will be included in that letter. So if you like what we came up with, good, you're good to go. If you don't, they will tell you your recourse, you can go to court, you can apply next year. And that's on
The
them.
options, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
In terms of the,
Yeah.
in terms of the, when you all discuss it
Mhm.
together, is that, I know in the past it's been recorded and available
Yes,
for
in fact,
public
this is
viewing.
recorded now, that's recorded, and
Yeah.
you can come to it. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
engage with us, but you can come,
Yeah.
it'll be in the conference room. I think we're gonna be doing this probably for at least another, I would say almost 2 weeks, probably. And so before that, but that'll be listed, I think, on the town clerk's website, right?
Okay.
Something like that, but it'll be a public meeting, so it has to be published.
Yeah.
So it'll be out there somewhere, you can find it, and then you can come
Oh,
listen to us if you want,
Okay,
or,
yeah, I would love to
yeah.
listen.
I'm so glad you know, because I know. At any rate, so, and the board is pretty interesting. The board is made up of all, like, we're all just like, we were elected, but it's a voluntary deal, but it's all, a lot of, realtors, so they know the properties well and whatever. So it's a nice mix of people. At any rate, I'm gonna swear you in, and you can sign here. I mean, you've been sworn already, but we'll do that. I'm just gonna read this onto the record, correct anything that's not, well, I'll say it for you.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear that the information you should give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. This is Appeal 276. Property address is 173 Quarter Horse Lane. The property owners are John Thomas and Lauren Abbott. Town value $2,858,100. Requested value $2,550. Flat. Okay,
Okay.
hit it.
Good morning. Lauren, should we have your name as Lauren Abbott, or how would you like it? Should it be something different?
So my name is Lauren Thomas legally. When we
Okay.
purchased the property, we were not yet married,
I
which
think
is
it's-
why the property card is
Oh,
Lauren
no.
Abbott.
I'm just making sure
I
here.
think-
Either is fine.
Throw it out.
Yeah,
Okay,
either
that's
is
good.
fine.
Okay. Good morning. My name's Greg Lane. LANE, business address, P.O. Box 578, Southport, Connecticut. Good morning. Subject property is single-family dwelling, 173 Quarterhouse Lane, it's in Fairfield, Connecticut. I'm handing one of my appraisals to Katie. All right.
Done.
Good save. The subject property was built about 33 years ago. They haven't upped it. They did some work when they purchased it, and but the kitchens are original kitchens. There's one kitchen. The kitchen is original. The baths haven't been updated. I believe there's one new bath in there. The best sale is the one right on Quarter Horse. And it was probably built by the same builder. It's in the same time frame. It's got similar square footage, similar room count. The only thing that's lacking is a pool. So it's easy to make adjustments for that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also see, like the other properties that I testified on earlier, I used a positive time adjustment because this property sold in December of '24. So the positive time adjustment was more than $100,000. And you can see that right on the grid with the comparables. And it's significant because it adds a lot of value to the property. So you got 117 quarter horse, and you have the sale date 12/18, and I added $103,000 to that property because property values are increasing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I would do this for the lenders, I would do that for the court system, so I'm just being consistent with my appraisal and to let the board know I'm not trying to come in at a low value. I did get 3 other sales, 2 on Reading Road. That's a busier road, and there's 1 up on Queens Grant. And again, the best comp is on quarter horse, and the value there came in at 2,532, and I just basically rounded it off to a higher number. But I was lucky because I had that sale there. And even the ones on Reading Road, those are good sales. And you can look through, you can see the photographs. If you want to look, you can see here the kitchen. Let me just see. I think this one, there you go. Like that, you got the old kitchen, old baths, and you can see some are, there you go, original baths, big tubs, all those fun things that
I know.
nobody
I
does
always
anymore.
say, because then when you actually, if you have me at 2.8 now, when I actually get rid of this gold shower,
Yeah.
where are you going to put me?
Which
Right.
I'm putting on my list as my next
Oh my
project,
God.
but I've been putting it on there for 4 years and we haven't done it yet.
So I forget where the town was. Again, I don't put a whole lot of credence on their number. I just go and where were they?
2858.
to it. So you know what? It really isn't a huge difference, but
Right.
we're just trying to be fair. I mean, it's right around 10%, maybe a little more, not that much. And the sales are right there,
Yeah.
right on the street. So that's what I relied upon. And the other 2 add extra ammunition just to justify my
Bolster
number.
your case.
Yeah, and even Queens Grant. I mean,
I like that you take these pictures with unmade beds too. Like,
On
oh, look how these people live.
I tell my people.
That is how my stepsons live.
It is comical because when I tell people, I say to them, don't make your bed, don't clean your kitchen. And they're like, what? So they have a hard time understanding that sometimes, but,
No,
It's
it's giving me an uncomfortable impression.
you should see, wait, I did a house, is it this one? You haven't seen it yet. It was over on the other side of town. I got there like a day or 2 after Christmas. There were beer bottles, liquor, there were kids running around, it was pretty crazy.
Perfect.
I said, you guys followed just what I said so well, you win the prize, because this place is perfect. So, but here, you can have this one also.
Okay.
And the photos, these are like interior, these are the comps that I used, that you already have. I have this kind of doggy ear here with the photos of the inside showing it hasn't been updated.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're going to charge, if you think it's that much money, then they're just assuming that it's been updated, the kitchens are all new,
Sure.
bathrooms are all new, so, which they are, and then this is just the same thing, the map back in there. And you can see, well, there's no wetlands there. But in general, it does slope back in the back, right?
Yep, it slopes and there's a lot of wooded areas, so it's really
Yeah,
only,
yeah.
even though it's 2 acres, we only really live on about 1.
Acre and change, yeah, like an acre. So hopefully I didn't give you too much information there.
It overwhelmed me.
To overwhelm the board here. But, no, I think that the one on the street, which is,
Yeah, it's a good comp.
you know, that's lucky for us. And if I was doing it for a lender, if I was doing it for the court system, I would use the same comp and find the same value. So I think that pretty much, we don't need to get further into it. And if we need more ammunition later on, then we can utilize that. But I feel pretty confident about that.
Yeah.
For now.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
I'll just show the pictures of your thin countertops. Like, look at this, look at these. Come on.
After the gold shower is done, then we'll get to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, I would need the kitchen done first. Well, let me turn this on. Okay. Okay. So by way of introduction, I'm Katie Gustin. I'm one of the 9 members of the Board of Assessment Appeals, and the way the process works is taxpayers come in, they meet with one of us, takes us maybe another 2 weeks to get this done. These are the hearing sessions. We will then deliberate as a unit in the conference room. It's a public meeting, you can come to it, where we will present all the cases and make our decisions. We notify the assessor's office that night. They notify you, I think they have like 5 days or something to get it to you. If you like what we say, great, done. If you don't, there will be details in that letter saying what your recourse would be, like if you wanted to come back next year, or you could escalate to court.
Okay.
Those are your choices. They record everything, so you can hear why we came up with what we came up with. I don't think they give any of that information. I'm only saying that because people ask that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't think the letters tell you why.
Okay.
But anyway, okay, I'm just going to read this onto the record.
Yeah.
It is 10:34. This is Appeal 277, property address 1215 Unclewood Road West, property owner Chase Bailey, town value $749,500, ask amount $570,700. Okay, I am going to swear you in. If you raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, floor is yours. Let me know everything you want me to know.
Okay. So my appeal, thank you, by the way, for all of the formalities. Appreciate it. But yeah, my appeal is specifically focused on the land assessment.
Everybody else.
Yeah, common.
It's a major theme.
Okay. So yeah, there's 2 main components that I feel the assessment for the land should be lower.
Okay.
Number 1 is my property, or the subject parcel, has a non-conforming lot, which is a legally non-conforming lot in that it's triangular, which I've included a survey map as well in my Exhibit B. So based on the zone R2, there needs to be a certain amount of space between the road and where you can develop the land specifically. So the triangular shape of the lot significantly diminishes the amount of usable or developmental land space. So that's the first point. Second point is looking at the land assessment values of my neighbors. So I included in Exhibit A table looking at all of the neighbors in close proximity to my home and looked at the average per acre value based on all of their land assessments. So the neighborhood median that I found based on the houses that are closest to my property was 1.49 million per acre, and my property's per acre value is 1.91 million. So higher than the median. So yeah, those 2 points combined, the land assessment being higher than the median value of my neighbors, and then the non-conforming lot, I feel that the land assessment specifically should be reduced to somewhere around $295,000, which would bring the overall market value down to $570,700, which you mentioned earlier.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions or anything that
I
can clarify
will
more?
say.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just running through my head, and I can hear the realtors already saying, like extrapolating out to the acre. I don't want there to be an issue with that. Did you look at all to see any comparable sales in the last year?
In terms of overall sale price?
Like similar situation, similar size, similar condition to the whole. I know the issue is land, but I mean that would be helpful.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like, oh, this is, I'm just saying that is really helpful when you can look and you can say if the improvement isn't really the issue, but the land is, if we can look at houses and kind of discredit the house on it and just look at the land, or take the whole thing as a picture, it will help.
Yeah. I did, and the sale prices didn't really tell the same story.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's why I focused on the land.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because the issue we're going to have, as I don't know that it's going to be a straight, with the valuation that goes into property. I'm not saying this is right, whatever the town has come up with, but I'm saying I don't think it's as straightforward as, well, we'll see. We'll see. Compared to the neighbors. I just want to give you the best shot here.
Yeah. Is there, I mean, outside of the sale price.
I mean, the sale's it's not the be-all, end-all, but I know it is just it's a major factor when you look at all of the evidence together, when you can say, hey, these are some comps, especially when someone does an appraisal, like when you're buying the house and you do it for the mortgage, they have to go out and look at other houses to justify the value.
Right.
And so that helps us a great deal when you can say, hey, listen, similarly situated homes, we're selling for X amount of dollars. I'm in that ballpark, and I should be there too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying it's a hill, right? It's a hill to climb if I don't have it.
yeah, no.
So if you wanted to, whatever you can get, and you can just drop it off in the office downstairs. I'm not saying, oh, this is a lost cause. I'm just simply saying that it's going to bolster your case if you can find comps that puts, closer to 570.
Yeah.
If you can't, though, then the issue is, okay, because it's not worth 570, right? It's worth whatever.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. So you do whatever you want to do. I'm just letting you know that your best shot is to bring in comps. Not that this isn't going to, there'll be an argument here, but I'm just saying better shot, the best chance you're going to give yourself is if you can show that similar properties, land, house, whatever, we're moving at this amount in your neighborhood.
All right, that makes sense. Yeah. Now I feel good about the land portion of it.
Okay,
but
yeah.
That does make sense. So if I can come back
Yeah.
and find more material.
Literally, just tell them. You can give your address, or you can say 277, and they'll put it in.
Yeah.
And you have probably. It's got to be at least another week. We have a lot more to get through, so it's going to be at least another week that you have time to do this before the deliberations start.
Okay. So look at comparable.
Yeah, and I think you can.
Right.
I mean, the guy that was just here said that if you go on the town's website, you can do it like that. You can say, like, my house is X amount of square feet. Show me sales this and lower.
Yeah.
My lot is this size. Show me sales this and lower, and it'll show you roughly what's out there. And then, and if that doesn't, for some reason, I don't know. I've never looked at it, but there's also like Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor.com.
Yeah.
Just get something.
Yeah.
If you can.
Okay.
And I mean, if you can't get as close to these roads and the streets, I don't know what was moving and what wasn't. Try to be. Don't go to like Stratfield, because they'll just dismiss it completely. Big no.
Yeah.
So as long as you're kind of in the same, because you're gonna want to pay more to live on Uncle Road than you would live on somewhere else.
Yeah.
Not disparaging anyone's road, but that's your best bet.
Yeah.
That's what I would suggest you do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yeah, this is good, but I think you could probably help yourself if you can find comps.
Yeah. Bolster a little more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. Well, is that?
Yeah, they will let you know. Like I said, when we're done, they let you know almost immediately. Well, within a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Good luck.
Thanks,
It was nice to meet you. Good luck.
Thanks so much.
My name is Katie Gusson. I am one of the 9 members of the Board of Assessment Appeals for this reval period. The way the process works is each taxpayer comes in and they meet with one of us. And we, by the way, are just elected, but we're volunteer. We live in town. We're taxpayers as well. So we didn't do your evaluations, but we want to make sure it was done correctly. So that's what our job is here.
Sure.
We are going to we'll do all the hearings. When that finishes, probably another week at least, probably 2, we will deliberate as a unit. And everyone will get all of this, and we will go through everything, and we will make a decision. We will notify the assessor's office that night. I believe their letters go out within the week to you. So depending, I mean, you're 293, I don't know if we're gonna go in order from 1 on, but so you can expect to hear at some point, right? We're supposed to finish this in the month of March. The appeal number is over 1,000. I don't know that state statute says we're supposed to finish. I don't see how we're going to.
We're getting our appeal in.
You'll hear at some point. Whenever that gets out to you, it'll get out to you. And then all the information will be there for you. If you love what we say, done. If you don't, they will tell you you can go to court, you can come back next year, whatever. And then that's more on them. I don't know how that goes after that. So you're on your own there.
Yep.
Now, if you don't mind, I just have to read this onto the record, and then we can start. It is 10:49. This is appeal number 293. Property address 95 Lakeside Drive. Property owner David Paul Class. You want me to read all the rest of that, or we're good with that?
William Nichols Class.
Okay. Town value, $814,600, ask amount $605 even. Okay, I am going to swear you in on this 6th day of March, and you're just going to sign that you have been so sworn. If you don't mind, you're going to sign right here. So, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
This one.
Okay. So, now, the floor is yours. You're going to tell me everything you want me to know.
So 95 Lakeside Drive, we have had an independent assessor, independent appraiser, come and appraise the home. I believe you have a copy of that in the information that I sent you.
Yes.
He appraised the home at $605,000, which is the requested requested amount that we are asking for. Some information that we got here, I will draw your attention. I don't believe the pages are numbered, unfortunately, but we do have a points of interest for sales comps. Points of interest 1, 2, 3 in writing, and then there are photos of the home. I believe 2 pages later.
Okay.
So sales comp.
I know where this is. I know exactly where this is. My kids went to Riverfield School.
It is across the street.
Right across the street.
Across the street from the exit, Riverfield School.
They have you at 814? Did he mention that they have to deal with the kids all day long?
We have, so part of our appeal is that
the bell goes off even in the summer?
It is on a private road. It is next to a school that comes with certain benefits and that comes with certain negatives to it, which includes you are right next to a school. If you have children, you can go right over to the school. But again, as you said, it is traffic. It is related to all of that.
Lock the driveway off at least once or twice a week.
I'm not going to lie, I was probably one of those people. And I'll tell you what, I used to walk my dogs down that, because I lived over on Robert Lane, if you know that's right behind you. So I used to walk my dogs, before they died, in the open space. Sure. And so sometimes I would walk down that street. Well, do you know that those neighbors, not yours, not Lakeside, that next, whatever the hell that is, come out screaming like it was some, and they were like, this is a private road. I'm like, and I'm a lawyer, and I'm like,
street is a
yeah, but I was like, but you can't deny access to the open space, and they had nothing to say. And I didn't need to be there, but I would intentionally go down there because I couldn't stand them. Okay, so.
Since we are on the record, and for the record, our reason for appeal is based on MLS statistical research and sales comparison analysis. The estimated market value is grossly overassessed. Hope that I need to say that. And pursuant to what you just said, some of the comps that we have are very close in the neighborhood.
And these are good comps.
Mill Plain Road, Paper Mill Road, which you mentioned a block over. I believe Paper Mill Road is like 2 or 3 blocks over, and another Mill Plain Road. Sales comp number 1. Appraised at just under $740,000 for tax purposes. The home just sold for $590,000. It's most similar to 95 Lakeside Drive in regards to condition. Based on MLS agent remarks.
1054, you're talking?
This is 1054.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Correct. Beg pardon that.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just looking at. No, you're good.
Yes. So that is lower by the tax assessor's office itself, and the sale price on the open market was $590,000. and that is the most similar home in terms of size, in terms of condition. And the photo shows a fairly similar condition. Comp number 2, 64 Paper Mill Lane, a home of clearly superior value when compared to 95 Lakeside Drive. It is a larger home, I believe it is similar lot size.
And I think this is a lady who lives here that had 2 poodles, one black and one white. And she didn't name them Salt and Pepper. I thought she should have. I'm pretty sure.
I think Paper Mill is a cul-de-sac. I've never actually been down there, so.
And that's where, because they all connected, like they, yeah.
I grew up by St. Pius.
Okay.
Burr Street. It is a home in clearly better condition. It is a larger home.
Larger, yeah.
And it is appraised at equal value of what ours is now, $815,000. And it reflects an amount that is higher than 95 Lakeside Drive. Comp number 3, again, same area, currently appraised by the town assessor office at $631,000, which is closer to what we are requesting. And it appears to be the most credible, considering the home sold on the open market for $655,000. So that is clearly more in line with 95 Lakeside Drive.
Yeah.
Appears to be
These are great comps for you.
Yes. It appears to be in better condition, but that's without ever having entered the home or anything like that. 95 Lakeside Drive, currently appraised for $814,600 to be accurate, for the 2025 grand list. The appraised value is clearly too high based on sales comps noted in the report that has been provided. All 3 sales have closed within the last 6 months of the retrospective market value for the comps that we have provided. We have also provided some photos of the inside and outside of the house, which show the condition of the house. It has not, other than the roof, has not experienced any major repairs or, not any major updates.
Renovations, yeah.
It's an original kitchen. It's original, pretty much everything, other than some appliances as well. So it's, it's been maintained, but it has not been updated or anything like that. So it's in a condition. And that has been shown with our photographs. That is most of what I have to present. If you'll give me a moment. I don't know that you need, I've provided the assessors. I don't know that you need that information on the record, other than we have provided that information. Michael Russo.
The appraiser. Thank you, I have
and so forth.
Okay. Guys, you did a good job here.
Okay, thank you.
He did a good job.
Yeah.
Well.
Was this your son?
Yes.
You did a very good job.
Thank you.
He's the owner, I got white news.
Nice. That's what I gotta get.
Graciously.
I got to pay the taxes.
Graciously.
But he gets the reward at the end.
Yeah.
I gotta take care of him though, so.
Unless.
Yeah,
I gotta take care of him when it comes to taxes, at bare minimum. Bare minimum.
So how is the, my kids are so far gone from Riverfield. Well, let me turn this on. Okay. It is 11:10. Okay, my name is Katie Gustin. I am one of the 9 members of the Board of Assessment Appeals for this reval year.
Okay.
The way this works is we are just individual taxpayers that were elected to this role. It's voluntary. We don't get any money or anything. But and we serve on this board. It just meets in the month of March. State statute requires us to finish this. I highly doubt that's going to happen this year. We're going to have to ask for an extension. There's just too many appeals. But we try to get it done. What happens is we each meet with the taxpayer. We go through their cases. When that finishes, probably another week or 2 of these hearings, we will meet in a deliberation session, the entire unit. And we will all have this information in front of us, and we will present and go through, make a decision. We then notify the assessor's office. They then notify you We notify them the night we hear you. Now, we might not necessarily go in order. You're 291. If we do start early, if we do start in order, you'll hear on the earlier side of things.
Okay.
We'd notify them the night we decide. They notify you, I think, within like 5 days from then. It's my understanding, I've never actually seen the notifications, my understanding that all the information will be provided, not necessarily how we arrived in our decision, but if we grant what you want, great. If we don't, it will tell you, you can go to court, you can come back next year. They'll have next steps there for you, and they would know from that better than I would. I'm going to read this part onto the record, so I'm going to lean in a little, and then we can get started. This is Appeal 291. Property address is 495 Lally Boulevard. Property owner is Ian Bass. Yes? Ian. Okay, excuse me. No, it's important. Ian Bass. Town value, 1497865. Ask amount, $1 million even. Okay, I'm going to swear you in, and you're just going to sign that you have been so sworn.
Another lefty.
Do you solemnly swear the information you shall give concerning the assessment and question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Okay. That is that. Now, the floor is yours. Let me know everything you want me to know.
Okay, so, I've submitted everything. I did add one page.
Okay.
Which, I stapled it. I can take it off the front. I should probably take it off. That's the one page I added.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I'd like to start with a question. So I'm 70 and I'm getting ready to retire.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any
Programs.
Yeah.
Yes. And sometimes we have, they know better than I do. But if you go to the, I don't even know if it's the assessor or if it's the tax collector, there is a program when you reach a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's income dependent.
I looked at it.
It might be, I don't know.
Yeah.
But because there are people who are coming where unfortunately, like their evaluation is accurate, but it is crippling.
Yeah.
Taxes are going to be crippling. So there are programs available. They would know way more than I would on that. So that is something definitely to look into. And, okay, and you do not look 70 by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My reason for the appeal, I think I've written, I don't know if you had a chance to read it.
Yeah.
Okay, so my house is a 1960s vintage, split level. The house itself is a tear down. So if I were to sell the house, because the bedroom level, it's the 1960s. There's no walk-in closet, no ensuite, no master bedroom. It's a tear down. That's the house.
Yeah.
It looks nice because we had to lift it after Sandy. So on the outside it looks really nice. On the inside there's nothing, right? The real problem is my lot is a disaster.
Okay. And is that the issue with the valuation?
I think so.
Because when you look at the breakdown, I mean, that's where the bulk of it is, right?
Right.
The 1.3 million is there.
Right.
Okay.
And the reasons why my lot is a disaster is because I am right next to the Penfield parking lot. And the kids, the party goers, I mean, it's like living next door to a bar, right? You can't get to sleep at night because people are coming out of the bar and they're drunk and they're loud and they're honking their horns and they're beeping their cars to lock it and unlock it. It never was that way until the new pavilion got built. But since the new pavilion got built, and both pavilions are rocking on Friday nights and Saturday nights from spring till fall, we can't get to sleep. And if we're lucky enough to fall asleep, we wind up waking up and calling the police at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning because there's still, it's just a disaster.
Okay. Okay, and I imagine in the day it's probably not much better in the summer, right? That's like the overflow parking lot.
Right. At least it's not noisy during the day, but nighttime.
I love that you wrote young adults.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Donuts aren't right in the car.
Yeah. I mean, they're here too. Which is weird because I thought the cops sat across the street, but evidently not. If they're doing this, they must leave at some point.
It's usually a special, and they stay right in that little guardhouse there, and they don't leave that little guardhouse. So we wind up calling the police, and I say, there's a guy, right across the street there, and they won't send him over. They'll send a patrol car down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's good on that.
So this is,
Okay,
when
okay.
because it used to be mostly grass, but since all the construction down at the pavilion and everything else, a lot of the grass has died out, and it's dirt. And when they cut the grass, that's the lawnmower guys, either over here or over there. Turn to the next page.
Oh, okay. In your house?
That's my bedroom dresser, the dresser in my bedroom. That's right after he cut the grass on that day.
Okay.
I sent that to the director of Parks and Rec that night. I said, here's how bad it is. Now, the parking lot, because since, I was on the Penfield Building Committee, and
Yeah.
I was against what they did with the parking lot.
Okay.
Okay, because what they did is, they took the parking lot, which used to be like this, and used to have those pavers. They took out all the pavers, and they angled the parking lot so that it runs down to the street for drainage.
Okay.
Well, it runs down to the street, it floods the lot next to my house, and that's what my backyard looks like after a heavy rainstorm. And that's not from a hurricane, that's just from a rainstorm.
Let's do the. Okay.
And because it's one of the few parking lots or empty lots, whatever you want to call it, it's a staging area for all the construction of the beach area.
Okay.
That's at like 5-something in the morning. Yeah, I think it might have a time on there.
It does.
Oh, does it? Okay. So you didn't get to sleep until 2, and then at 5, it's
This is more of that.
different day.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the only comps that I found, and I was looking for, now the dates I know are not what you guys are looking for, because I couldn't find anything in the date period, but those are recent sales that are houses that are considerably bigger or more bedrooms and bathrooms that are priced around what they had assessed.
You have, okay.
So I don't know if they're going to use that or not, because I know the dates aren't what you guys are looking for.
No, okay.
But they're recent.
All right, I just want to make a note.
Yeah.
Because I don't want them to look at me like, 1.5, that's where it is, what's the problem?
Yeah, they all have more bedrooms and bathrooms than me.
Okay.
I know what they're going to say. Oh, he's down at the beach. What's he complaining about and everything? And I would say, if I was 3 or 4 blocks up the street with this, I can't complain. But that piece of property is a disaster.
All right,
Okay,
good,
thank you.
easy peasy.
Hope it works.
Yeah, let's see, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Like I said, they'll let you know,
Okay.
as soon as we know, right? You know, within a couple days from when we decide.
Okay.
But give us some time, because we're not even,
Somebody told me it's like 600.
oh, it's over 1,000. Yeah, which honestly, I don't know, hang on,